Hi guys, and welcome to this second week of deck testing. So obviously I took the Tyrell Wolf list, which you should have seen last week. And this week, with the new Night's Watch box out, I thought I would have a go at something a bit different from there. So this is a Night's Watch Crossing build. This isn't the Night's Watch Crossing build like you probably might have seen at Worlds, where it was Night's Watch Crossing, kind of inverted commas. Basically, it was a Filthy deck which had Night Crossing because they didn't think the game was value out Filthy. This is actually a crossing deck. So the first thing you see, there's no wall. There is no other locations other than your bog standard Kings Road, Rose Roads, and 3 of the new gift, because the new gift is pretty amazing. I'm not 100% sure I've got enough stewards to make the most out of it, but we'll see. But worst case scenario, I'll gain some gold from it. Like, since I don't need Sam for a turn, just need him gain some gold. Or draw a card with him. If I don't, well, I'd probably just put Sam in a challenge. That one probably isn't quite as good. But the main thing about this is kind of a, and the name of the deck's probably going to change by the time I post it up. But this is a Halder list, really. So the idea basically is Halder's really good at giving you +1 strength for needing an attachment or location. As the new gift does not need to be knelt to do its trigger. You kneel a steward, so that can be knelt for +1 strength. But also all of these upgrades here. So you've got 3 practice blades, also good to give you an extra icon, which helps out with crossing, and +1 strength for the attachment, and +1 strength for Halder. Long Fang, which will make sense in a minute, with +1 strength and gaining renown. Renown is something Night's Watch do suffer with, and in crossing decks, I think renown's pretty good. We've got the Dragon Glass Dagger for +2 strength, and again with Halder, +1 strength. And Craven, which pretty good for stopping retaliation, especially if I see Ghost, I can stealth past the guy, completely out of the challenge phase. Now this all kind of works around. These are all really low cost. Even Long Claw is only 2 gold, which is pretty cheap, really. One of the things the Night's Watch do seem to get right. Their attachments seem just about the right cost, whereas a lot of other factions, I think they're a bit too pricey. So as you probably guess now, all of this kind of leads to a Core Jon Snow deck. So obviously Jon Snow counts participating in every challenge in which you have a participating Night's Watch character. Brilliant. So this means that you put Longclaw on him. He's now got renowned and he's +1 strength. Potentially, because Jakaris is a big thing against Targaryen, you probably want to put a couple of attachments in just to buff his strength. This obviously means he can participate, as it says, participate in any challenge and step while he's standing. So all of a sudden, even though that basic Chud challenge, with crossing, I'll do an intrigue of 0 or a military of 1 because I don't really care if I win the challenge. All of a sudden, I've got Jon Snow in the challenge. And that's not just a little Chud challenge. That's actually something they might need to actually consider blocking. You add to that, there's one side. I've dropped this down to 1 superior claim. I've got 3 hands judgment at the moment. I'm going to try that. I might drop a character to get an extra superior claim. So obviously the big problem of this is there's 2 main things to worry about. One of them is a whole faction. So I don't think it's going to do well against Barra. That's just kind of the nature of the beast. The other one is Nightmares can be an issue because obviously Nightmares John can't go in every challenge. That's why I've got the 3 hands judgments, as it will be free when I'm actually playing with it, to stop that basically, so John can always be in the challenge. Halder pretty much will always buff John's strength unless there is something like I'm worried about a Jakaris. So what? It also means obviously if I give John a practice blade, he has 2 icons, so he can defend a military or an intrigue. The rest in here is pretty standard. So you've got Bow and Marsh as a one-off because he gives a steward character insight. Well, Jon Snow is a steward, so that means that's 3 or 4 challenges I can win with Jon Snow where he draws a card. Cotter Pike is a one-off. There's a couple of winter plots in here. I really like him. I wanted to get more in, but you just can't really. Dolores Ed, good for defense and just a useful card really more than anything else. Also a little Chud intrigue coming back, nails out all the intrigue icons. So, do this 1 strength intrigue, he can jump in. Ghost is really good in this. I'm just desperately trying to get him up to 3 if possible, but I think 2 ob's probably about right for now. Obviously his stealth stops character from landing at all, which for crossing is amazing. So they've got Randall, you just go cool, stealth plus Randall, you're not going to do all your standing shenanigans and defend loads of challenges and mess up my maths. Now here's another bit of a trick card here, well not trick card but brilliant card, Gren. So obviously if you win a challenge which he's attacking, move 1 power from the loser's action card to attacking Night's Watch character, move up to 2 power if the character's standing. Well, Jon Snow's always going to be standing in the challenges unless he as long as I'm attacking. So that can really wrap up the power gain. So we talk about Jon Snow, talk about Halder, Aemon. You know why Aemon's there, because there's a card called Valor. Messenger Ravens for draw and cheap characters. Ranging parties are just, I think, one of the best forecast cards in the game. 2 Sams for a bit more insight, +1 reserve because your hand size is going to get pretty big, and he's a steward, so it combos well with Brandon's Gift. Saturn because he combos well with the new gift, not Brandon's Gift. So obviously he's nailed. You can choose a static steward character. So yeah, he just works really well. Brandon's Gift. Just need to run away to understand him. Rickon to give the Rangers some of the Rangers an extra power icon. He's just alright really. Shadowtown Masons because I should hope you have enough attachments out that they'll always trigger, so that gives more free icons for the challenges. Stood on the wall, enough said, and Sweet, I said he might get swapped out for something. So it might be worth it. Saying that it might be worth it for practice, but he's a bit of a wild card. I'm not that sold on him. We'll see what he does. But that's the deck base anyway. So onto the characters. We've got characters, the plots. So Fallen from Favour, pretty good in Night's Watch because you've got the 6 chuds that you can sacrifice, and you've got quite a few 2-cost characters you can potentially sacrifice. Just a good money card, good reserve, good initiative. Goes to Harrenhal, basically in case John dies. Pretty much there. Here to serve because you want to get Aemon out pretty much ASAP. Retaliation as I'm going to go second and get a cack load of power off you and other things. Time of Plenty for draw, probably the open in most situations. Trading because a little bit worried about the economy in this deck if I'm honest. That's one of the things Night's Watch suffer with, and I haven't got any old Forest Hunters, so I'm a bit worried about that. And Winter Festival because it's 2 claim and it's Winter Plot. Not 2 claim, so you get 2 power at the end of the challenge as Winter Plot. So that's the basic deck. We'll see how this changes. This probably could potentially change a lot more than the Marge deck as we go. If I do change anything between games, I will let you know at the beginning of the game. I also listened to reading a couple of comments, so I'm going to try a few things to make the video a bit easier to watch. So one of them will be I'm going to try and highlight the plot cards at the beginning of each phase, just to make them a bit more obvious, a bit bigger, and kind of any important characters I'll put the mouse over as well, so you get the big version of them. So things come a bit clearer in that respect. But yeah, that's this kind of rough plan. We'll see how it goes. There will be a link to the list below. Probably, hopefully, maybe a bit of description if I've changed anything. So I'll probably post this after I've finished testing, depending on release schedules. I've got a week off, so I might be getting quite a few games in. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this, and please come back for the first game very soon. Should be straight after the video, in fact. As always, it's been emotional.